Hi guys, Chris here from Cowboy Rugby. Wanted to chat a bit about Siya Kolisi's move to number 8. This weekend against the Bulls, he's going to be playing his fourth game in a row. This is where he first started off in his top flight rugby career. Hasn't played number 8 for the Springboks yet, but the way he's going at the moment, really exciting, really keen to see him get an opportunity next year. You add him to the list of the likes of Evan Roos, Crocker Smith, Ulrich Lowe, Cameron Hanekom, and the Boks are really, really spoiled for choice. And since Kolisi first joined the Sharks, I've been saying to anybody who would listen that Kolisi is number 8. He's not a fetcher flank. The reason he was so successful with the Springboks is because of the loose trio he played in. You had Peter Steff there as your big ball carrier who would bash it up. You had Dwayne Vermeulen who could carry well, but who basically acted as the fetcher. He'd obviously big hits, big carries from Thor, but he was the jackal in the team. You combine that with Stephen Kitchoff, Malcolm Marks, and Dealendi and Lukhanyo also stealing. And we saw a situation this year where Jasper Wiese and Kolisi were combining with Peter Steff Toya, and the Boks were getting bossed at the breakdowns a bit. Wasn't the usual showing. They weren't as good, and if you delved a bit deeper into it, you could see Malcolm Marks was on the bench. Stephen Kitchoff was injured the whole year, so he wasn't playing. Lukhanyo was out. He's been replaced by Jesse Creel, who had an absolute blind over season. But Creel's not as much of a fetcher as Lukhanyo is. So you're immediately down from Yellen, Kitsoff, Marks, and Lukhanyo. You're down 4 of your 5 fetchers. And that made a big difference. And there was more pressure on Kolisi to try and perform. He did get a few steals. Jasper Wiese did get a few. But I highlighted earlier on that I felt that was a big area of concern for the Springboks. They just weren't dominating at ruck time, and they were kind of getting outplayed in that hunt for the ball. And especially with their game plan requiring turnovers and a lot of them to get those quick strikes and score some tries, get some territory. If we look at the Sharks now and Kolisi's role at number 8 there, he's allowed to roam in the trams. He's said it before, he's got fantastic hands. He puts a lot of players away on the fringes to score tries. Would be quite interesting to see just how many times he's put Mapimpi away for tries. But he's got a roving role now. He's able to go, and he does still get the occasional steal. But he's just got more time to suss things out, to use the skills to beat players with a bit of footwork. And he's thriving there. He's got a couple of man of the match performances. But if you look at him in relation to the loose trio, he's been paired with Vincent Tuka, who's a massive unit, and James Venter, who's probably one of the most underrated fetcher flanks and rugby players in the country at the moment. Back in the day, he was on the fringe of Springbok selection, got invited in for the green and gold game in 2020, into Springbok camps and things. And then when Kolisi came to the Sharks, he wasn't played as much as I personally feel he should have been, and that stunted his growth a bit. So hoping now that working in tandem with Kolisi, he's allowed to shine a bit more, and we see him playing that traditional fetcher flank role. Kolisi's that link, and then Vincent Tutuka is just that big unit who hurts people, either when he's carrying the ball or when he's smashing bodies on defense. And I'm really hoping that Rassi has taken notes and that he'll be giving Kolisi an opportunity there. Would love to see him paired with possibly Marco van Staden or Crocker Smith as the fetcher flank, and then obviously Peter Steff in there as your blindside option. I think it's just, we've got those games against Georgia and Italy coming up mid-year. It's going to be a really, really good opportunity for the Boks to experiment a bit. And as Skalkberger said on his show a week or two ago, it's just going to prolong Siya's career if he gets that opportunity to play at number 8. There's less impact, doesn't have to be on the go the whole time, and he can pick and choose his battles. So we're going to have to see what the Boks decide to do there, but I for one really hope we see Siya at 8 in green and gold. Thanks, guys. Cheers.